Well, hello, everybody in the Baptist Church Ministry Network. This is Ben Jennings, and I'm on video call with Dennis Jennings. I happen to know him pretty well.
We are related, son.
Yeah. We're on here today because we wanted to make a quick video for all of the people in our network to let them know about some updates and some upgrades that we've made to BCMN.com, which is the website for the network. And Dad, you and we're both pretty excited about technology and communication, networking with people. That's kind of the point of the network, is not the technology, but the networking, right? That's part of what we're doing.
For sure. And our goal is to try to make it as easy as possible. And so we've come a long ways with the network website, and we had a whole bunch of different URLs pointing to a whole lot of different things. Now, if somebody goes to BaptistCMN.com, Baptist CMN Church Ministry Network, right?
BaptistCMN.com.
And that will take you to everything you need with the Baptist Church Ministry Network. No login changes are necessary. If you're a gold member, then your login will get you everything, and everything will be easier than ever. And we're excited about that.
Yeah, that part's really cool. So we've done some things, and not just you and I. There's been other people involved, but we've worked hard to make it a lot simpler, and we've done that by making 3 updates that we want to point out today. The first update being a new navigation, and I want to go ahead and point us to that navigation. Of course, the first thing being that BaptistCMN.com is what gets you to our website, and it's fast, isn't it, man?
We moved it to a different host, and so everything is screaming fast now.
It's a lot better than it was,
which is huge. Yeah, we've also simplified the menus there. If you look, if you're a gold member, you know that there are some things that are behind the login. Missionary information, there's directories, there's mentoring information. All those things are behind the login, but it was all kind of hard to get to.
Yeah, and that leads us to this first update of new navigation. There's this main site where you're going to get great information. That this isn't much different than it was. There's the national conference we have coming up. Some events have been updated. Those things are great. Those are not what we're talking about as much, although it's a great website.
We're talking about, look at that member. Click on that member.
This is the navigation point we're talking about. There is now, and that leads us then to this login screen. Very simple. Once you log in, and it's the navigation is new, but your login name is not new. It's whatever you had before.
Yeah, your username and password is all the same.
Mine's pre-populated here, so I'm going to log in, and that leads us to the second new thing, and that is this membership site. Number 2.
We've got a site specifically set up for member resources. And so we won't take that time to click through each one of these things, but as Ben scrolls down, you'll see there's a new member directory. So if you need to find anybody, if you're a gold member, you can look and you can find people. You can search by name, by state, by their primary ministry. You can do all that from that member search, that member directory. Real easy. You can put a church name in. You can put a state in. You can do any of those things. Very simple to search. All right, let's go back, Ben, to that main page.
All right, we can do that.
And the member home. You'll notice on that menu that there's a member home page, which is what we're on right now. Click back over on the BCMN home, Ben, and you'll see that takes us back to the main site. Okay, so it's right back there. But if you go back to the member site, it'll show you Ben's logged in right there. The next thing underneath there, and Ben's already alluded to on the main site, is the upcoming events. And whether you're on this site or on the other one, you'll see there's the meetings. There's one coming up in Illinois and Northeast and mid-states. There's a Southeast one coming. Those meetings are available. They're there. You can both find them and you can register. That's the big, just click one of them, Ben, and show them how easy it is. And we'll do that over on the other site as well. But you notice there's a registration tab. right there. Go back to the main site, Ben, one more time. I want to show you how seamlessly this all works together. We're looking at the Illinois spring meeting. So these meetings are also on the main site because we want people who are not necessarily gold members have access to that. So they can click right there as well. And they've got access to that information. And as you can see right there, there's a registration tab. So
this is the same registration. It looks a little slightly different, but it's the same registration.
Exactly. But the beautiful thing is it's available in both places. Right. That's what I want to make sure everybody sees that. So that's one of those things. Back over on the member page, we've looked at the member directory. That's new. Or at least the functionality of it is new. The events. Now the next thing is mentoring. That's something that gets used all the time. You know.
Yeah.
I have made phone calls. In fact, I'm working with one of our BCMN leaders right now who I found out their expertise through this mentoring process. And so, man, if you want to pick one, youth ministry,
we can search. And these are not necessarily youth pastors. These are guys that have said, hey, I'm willing to help somebody out, give advice, be kind of a mentor to someone who wants to know about youth ministry.
Yeah, they need some coaching. Most of these guys are either current youth pastors or youth workers, youth leaders, or they're current. And what a wonderful.
Yeah. So that's that idea. Back to member home.
Back to member home. I think there's one more down at the bottom, and that's BCM Admissions. These things are pretty much behind the paywall.
They are.
In fact, if you click on see our endorsed missionaries, it's going to come up to this screen. And if you haven't already logged in, Ben's already logged in here. So when he clicks login in just a second, it's going to give him access. But if it's not a gold member clicking there, then it won't give them access. It will take them to a login screen.
And this gives all those.
But that's the list of all. That's the list of all.
We won't make that public now.
Correct. And then same thing is the endorsed missionary reports. Those two things in particular are behind the wall, and it's just one of the great things about being a member. Also, Ben, back on that member page. So all the missions things, everything that a gold member. That, by the way, gold member, $15 a year. And what does that go for? Honestly, it basically pays the bills that it costs to keep these websites in operation. We don't have any full-time employees at the Church Ministry Network, and so mostly volunteers. This membership allows us to fund these resources. But you'll see something we don't talk about a lot, but there are digital resources as well. There are years of Sunday school material. Rick Carter's got 6 different stewardship campaigns, and I will tell you they're first class and first rate. These Sunday school lessons, Ray Adams did a bunch of these. There's the Genesis study, for instance. That's something like 62. I don't remember the exact number. It's been a long time since we did it. But that's like 60 some odd.
I just accidentally downloaded it. You probably can't see that. But, yeah.
So Ben's downloaded all those Genesis lessons. But the point is, these things are available to you, and they're absolutely vital to what we do. So so if you click back to the member home, you can see that. By the way, on that digital resources page, we didn't show them, but there's holiday, like Christmas lessons. There's things for Easter. There's some campaign kind of things. And event-driven kind of things that you can find there as well. So you can explore that and have a great time with it. If we go back to the homepage, the BCMN homepage, this takes us right back. Click on it, and it takes us right back over to the main site. And you'll see it's seamless, it's clear, it's simple. If you need a login, it'll ask you for a login. If you're already behind the membership wall, you've already logged in somewhere and you see a login, you're not going to have to log in again. If you just click login and you're in. because you've already been authenticated as a user.
And so, Dad, we were talking about 3 different updates. One was the navigation. We showed them that, how it goes back and forth. From the number 2, the member side, that's now very, very clear for gold members, easy navigation, lots of resources. The third update that we want to just make sure they know about is there's app access to all this, where you can get to specifically the membership directory, and then RSVPing for events on your phone.
Yeah,
And
so this
gives you a little idea of what that looks like.
This is an app that our database, which drives that member site, they put an app out for members. And I'm just holding it up. I hope you can see. Can you see it pretty clearly?
I think so. I'm going to stop sharing. That's probably what I need to do. Stop sharing. Yeah. There you go. Now we can see it.
There you go. So this actually allows us to have at our fingertips the different things here. There's your own profile that you can adjust and edit. There's the member side of things. So there's the members, and you can scroll through and find all the member contacts. By the way,
that's almost like a phone book for the BCMN in your phone, basically.
Phones, emails, all those things are available through the membership. And one of the cool things is these events come up. You can click on an event, and literally at your fingertips, you can register for the different events. So if we click on those, we won't take the time to do it, but if we click on those, it's real simple. So it's a tremendous, easy tool that you'll have in your pocket with you if you want to.
Here's how I kind of came to that, Dad. When I went to our member site, which we just showed him, I did that on, I went to BCMN on my phone through Safari. I'm an Apple guy. Yeah, the browser. I use Apple, you use Android. I'm right, you're wrong. It's no big deal. But when you go to the Safari, the BCMN.com, and then I went to the member side, a link came up saying Wild Apricot for members, which Wild Apricot is the database software that we use. The app you're referring to is the Wild Apricot app for members. There's one for admin. You want to make sure you get the one for members. They have it for iPhone devices, iOS devices. They have it for Android devices. And so you want to go to your Play Store, get that app, and then sign in with the same BCMN credentials that you would sign into the website for. And that's how you access all of that on your phone, your iPad, whatever.
Yeah. Now, let's be clear. We haven't tested that on every different kind of device and every browser. So we're not sure what all pops up. What we do know is that if you've got a relatively new phone, and if you have access to the Google Play Store or the App Store in iOS, that you can go in there and find the Wild Apricot members app. And when you download that, put your credentials in, and it will give you all those features. It'll give you the ability to control even your paying your membership once a year. You can do it from there. You can use it to locate members. You can use it to and make phone calls directly from it. You can also use it to register for events. And so I don't know what other features are coming out, but what a nice feature.
What I'll do, Dad, is in the description for this video, and then also in the blog post below, we'll put links to that app in the Google Play Store, the iOS store. We'll also put links to the website we've been talking about, so that people have direct access to all the things we've been talking about.
That's great.